Now, application. I'm a very good expert in going into meditation, and we have been helping so many thousands of people, millions of people. But I used to have some of my own problem. And I used to carry this problem. On the way, I used to have Raman Maharshi Ashram from Bangalore. When I go towards Pondicherry, there is Raman Maharshi Ashram in Tiruvannamalai. I used to carry such big problem. And whenever I go and sit in Raman Maharshi Ashram and meditate for half an hour, all the problems used to disappear. And I used to realize that nothing is to be done. Why am I running? Why am I doing? It is not required. Nothing is to be done. I was wondering why this same thing, realization, didn't happen to me in Bangalore. Why it happened in Ramana Maharshi Ashram? Very interesting. This happened 2-3 times, not once. Then I began to wonder why it is happening here. Why not in Bangalore? Then I recognized whenever I used to enter the ashram, I used to read that question, who you are, okay? And when I sit there in meditation and begin to examine who I am, and then come to the conclusion I am nobody, then all problems used to disappear. Then I understood it is not sufficient to ask the question who you are. It is not sufficient to simply delve into the question of who you are. It is not sufficient to go into silence. This also is not sufficient. To solve all problems, you must go into silence and then question yourself who you are. So in the state when you are actually feeling that you are nobody, experiencing you are nobody, and you understand that you are nobody, then all problems disappear. Okay. In that place, I question who I am. And I am experiencing I am nobody. And I understand I am nobody. Then the problem disappears. Only in that state, when I experience, I don't have to do anything about anything. Then I am free of all karma. Many people, in this neuro-linguistic programming, instead of telling I have to do, they simply change the word, I choose to do. That doesn't change anything because that person is still feeling that he has to do something. Okay. One must understand that this whole life is just a drama and there is no meaning to this. It is only what we have created. And the real meaning is there is no real meaning. And when you realize that all this is just a drama, and then you become free, that you don't have to do anything. Once you realize that you don't have to do anything, this must be actual experience, okay? Then freedom is there. Your wife, husband, student, teacher, chief minister, all these are all dramas. Now, This is not a state of irresponsibility, I tell you. This is the state of responsibility. When you choose, yes, now I choose to do this, not because of the past, because now I choose to do this. You don't have to do it, but you choose to do it. Okay? Then you do it out of love rather than out of force. When you are forced to do, you will do a half-hearted job. When you do it out of total freedom, you do it out of love. Once you realize you are nobody, it is wonderful. Really, you are nobody. Just go around, don't worry. Huh? Don't worry. Let us see what happens. Huh? You think your children will not be looked after? Probably they will be looked after better. Okay? You think your wife will not be looked after? It will be much better. Okay? You don't think that your husband is not going to be looked after? He will be looked after better. Okay? Because you are not doing it out of force, but you are doing it out of love. Okay? Then you start feeling you are with Krishna. You are not having all these Rakshasas around you who are making you do things. Then you are feeling so close to Krishna. You feel everybody around you is Krishna. And then you start loving them. You start feeling liberated and you start loving the people around you. It is